It's standoffish, yeah! That you have, no matter who is across that ring from you. And so far in the last year that I've had the honor of running SCWA, you've done nothing but time after time prove that to all of us. But I guess what I want to say is can you give us an idea of if somehow Creed does pull out a miracle, as I know Big Daddy Eric Edwards said earlier. I think even Johnny Rockfield said that might have to FedEx down a miracle. If Creed somehow does beat you, where are you going to go from there? And the second question would be, if you win straight up right off the bat, what's your next step from there?
Well, the next step is basically up to you. You keep throwing steps out in front of me, and I just keep climbing them.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
That's what I do. As far as, what was the first thing that you...
If Creed somehow was to beat you.
I am a little bit worried about it, but you know that I don't sign any contracts with you that don't have rematch clause in them. So, if he does manage to beat me, then obviously I'll get my rematch, and if he beats me again, I guess what's done is done. I mean, I got a ton of respect for him. As far as what he does in TNA, everywhere else, I think he's great. And me and him don't get along. As far as my way of doing things and his way of doing things, but I still respect him. So.
Well, and that's a big thing in this business, is the respect between two competitors. You got your goals, he's got his goals. You both have an equal goal of wanting to be at the top. There at one time he was pretty much close to the top of TNA, and he breached out a little bit, and TNA contacted us, and at first I was a little intimidated about it, but I know that my guys are good, my guys are professionals, and this is a time, like I've told several people, step up or shut up. And you and Eric and several of you are the ones who definitely have stepped up. I know that you're what the company calls a tweener. You're quiet on your feelings. You speak about them when it's time. You will do what it takes to make sure that Chris Severin succeeds. And a lot of people wonder with me why I have pushed that on you. Well, what's the best way to get the best out of your worker than to try to put a better talent in the ring with them? And you have stepped up, done it, and I can't say how much more proud I am. I do look forward to more. We have, yourself, that we have been contacted about other TNA superstars coming in, want a shot at you. Now I have told them that, if Severin gets through this and you do retain the title, that no, he will not defend that title for at least 3 or 4 shows. You've went through hell and back. You one up against, one-on-one with Creed, then you stepped into a 4-way. Tell you another thing, this man don't like the 3 and 4 ways, and I don't blame him, because for a technical wrestler, 3 and 4 guys in there, it's hard to do technical wrestling.
It's easy for anything to happen.
To go wrong, so out of respect to the company that he works for, he did what he had to do because he's carrying that title, and I am honoring what he has asked. And I still haven't got out of you what this thing with you and Eric are. I like it. Don't get me wrong, because like I said just a minute ago, y'all have been an unstoppable force together. I have asked both of you, instead of Eric coming out and possibly helping you in a singles match, I want to put the 2 of you in there. The 2 of you stepped up and took on the newcomer JT Smooth and Arrogant Eric and Josh Valiant, and you definitely showed where the experience is. And a lot of people, a lot of the private messages we've got is, hey, they were made to be a tag team. you know, a lot of people don't realize that Big Daddy Eric Edwards pretty much got a lot of his base in tag team. Now, Chris Severin has been more of a singles, but he's done tag. You've tagged with Jason Blade. I know there's several other ones you've tagged with. And I think this combination will be a big thing, especially right now with the trouble that's going on with the SCWA tag titles. Right. It's good to know that we got another tag team because, you know, like I said, you'll do what it takes to keep your title, but you're not a bad guy.
Right.
You know, I don't see Big Daddy. Big Daddy and Chris are very, you know, what's the word?
Personal.
Yeah. And they believe in themselves. That's why people want to say that. I never said Big Daddy was cocky. I actually said Roxville was cocky. You know, but you know what you can do. And I look forward to seeing a lot out of this man. It actually was good to actually have you on here. I know a lot of people don't hear Iceman talk a lot. But honestly, if there's anything you want to say, you say it.
I think I've said just about everything I need to say. I don't want to give too much away.
Okay. Well, I know I'm looking forward to it. I have told a lot of people it is the biggest, in my opinion, the biggest main event that SCWA has ever had. For Chris Severin to put his title on the line, the SCWA heavyweight title, against a TNA superstar. TNA has been going through this big, huge change with Hulk Hogan getting involved, and then, you know, they're really getting up there, competing with the WWE. So it does us some good. It shows that we're making the right noise. And it is true that hopefully, for long, you might see this man out in California wrestling. I am working on that. The contracts are official. So now we're just waiting to see if he's going to be given the opportunity. But I know he will keep knocking them doors down and running through them right here in SCWA. And like I said a few months ago, I am proud that you are our champion. And thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
And hopefully we'll speak after you hopefully retain that title on the 13th.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. So now we've had Chris Severin. You know, he's a man of few words because he does his actions in the ring. You know, and that's what I'm proud to know that it's the reason why he's at the top of this company. You know, Big Daddy and him both. You know, I know we got the Dalton boys and we got all the rest of these guys that work really hard. You know, DJ Hart's coming on up the ladder. Now, I know most of you had seen the Josh Valiant, Big Josh Valiant do his shot out, basically putting up his prized possession, his Mohawk. Well, DJ Hart has stepped up, being the young fighter that he is. So next, we're going to have DJ Hart talk about accepting the challenge with Big Josh Valiant. So thank you, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back to SCWA Weekly Update. Now my guest is the Arrow, DJ Hart. Now he is here to speak on the fact of this open challenge by Big Josh Valiant where he's putting up the prize possession, the Mohawk. So, DJ, it's your time.
Well, I saw Josh Fallon's interview on the SCWA website, and I saw that he seems to think that nobody can beat him. Josh, I've been in the ring with you, man. Remember that tag match? You and Gunner against me and Kid Lightning before Kid Lightning got his tail whipped, you know, by me, of course. You can't beat anybody in that locker room. You can't. Let alone me. And if you really want to issue a 5-minute challenge, I will be happy to accept that challenge. And I will prove to you that it should take longer for me to make my entrance than to actually beat you in a match from bell to bell. So bring what you got. Cross your heart. You know the rest.
I have to say that's confident. So you've heard it right here on SCWA Weekly Update, March 13th. The Arrow DJ Hart has accepted Big Josh Valiant's Mohawk Challenge. So I guess everybody's going to have to show up and see if Big Josh will put the Mohawk on the line like he said he would. So remember, next week, same time, same place, SCWAWrestling.com. We'll see you March 13th. Thank you.